On the previous episode,
I didn't know us anime fans were like that. We're not, right?
and we continue to play our game.
Oh, a visitor. What a rare animal. The hawk. But I don't mean... how rude of me. I forgot to tell you, how it used to be. When the pyramids were built, I was the chief flogger on the north side. Yes, in my life I've unified Tibet, I said. Back then I served as a carpet beater under 3 different Dalai Lamas. For one of them, I was even there as a rebirth assistant in the maternity ward. It was very different from the year I was an interior decorator for the Mayas. Build a mythical sliding puzzle here, hide a few artifacts in dark alcoves over there. Oh yes, I was building secret crypts when you were still in the indie band Inquisition Overload. But it flopped, unfortunately. The time wasn't right for that kind of music. Plus, our drummer had the plague. I got old. So old that all I'm good for now is as an exhibition piece for history I'll get to that in a moment. First, I wanted to tell you, telling stories takes a lot of skill. That's why I worked for a while as an exhibition piece for history class in a convent school. I just had to tell stories about my adventures once a week. For example, how I used to excavate secret crypts with the Templars below the school chapel. Or about my time as a lighting assistant for the moon landing.
Okay. Alrighty, I'll just go. Oh, this girl. With glasses.
The cabinet was locked, as usual. Once again, Lily's efforts were in vain. Only Mother Superior could open the cabinet. The animal motifs were taboo for Lily. Mother Superior only allowed her to embroider crosses and lines. But Lily could barely manage even those and often received a scolding.
Stop that! I need that as a template!
Birgit was Mother Superior's favorite student. She had to be the happiest child in the world.
Don't even bother trying to distract me, Lily. Unlike you, I actually have a sense of duty. You don't get to be Mother Superior's favorite by just standing around like a moron all day. Like you. I work hard to get all those honors and rewards. The only thing I'm missing on my path to perfection is the Golden Girl Scouts badge on a ribbon. That's why I'm working overtime, to perfect my embroidering skills. Mother Superior loves the embroidery because the pictures of animals convey important values. But you wouldn't know anything about that. You've always been terrible at embroidering, and everything else for that matter. Why don't you get to the point already? You seem to be lacking a few important lessons in values and standards. Haven't you learned anything at all? From my multi-award-winning embroidery, each animal has an assigned character trait. Bears represent strength, and deer stand for heroic valor. There are negative role models too, of course. The porcupine, for example, is especially slow and sleepy. That's why you'll never find one on one of my banners. But maybe it's in your family's coat of arms. In case you're wondering what I'm doing here, it's called embroidering. I know it's not your area of specialty. Otherwise, I doubt Mother Superior would have banned you from taking it. What a shame. I know how much you've always enjoyed embroidering.
Lily had to admit that Birgit was right. Her productive friend was really much more talented. But that was certainly no reason for Lily to wish an incurable disease on her. Neither a disease with an oozing rash, nor a disease that causes her to cough her lungs out.
I'm glad that Lily actually, in her head at least, stands up for herself and actually sees the people around her acting like this that are actually kind of assholes. And yeah, I'm glad she actually.
Oh, take your little boo-boos to Mother Superior. I'm not her deputy. Yet. But maybe that'll change once I've collected all my awards. I'm already her favorite. Be quiet now. I just had a great idea for what I could put on the missing cafeteria banner. Damn, it's gone. Thanks a lot. Great job, Lily. If you want help, ask Mother Superior about a suitable animal role model. I'm already done with all my patterns. And remember, at this time of day, Mother Superior is always in the cafeteria, drinking a soothing tea. So don't wander into her office. We're not supposed to go in there alone. And hurry up. My grades depend on it. Stop bothering me. If you carry on like this, I'll never get my last award. The Golden Girl Scouts badge on a ribbon. Oh, yes.
I was Girl Scout. I got all of them except the golden one. Yeah. So...
You seem so tense.
Lily would have...
What? I worry. You seem so... Is something... Well, if you need me, I worry.
Into this... Why is this place so goddamn big? Hello.
The mask was tightly screwed, but did that all...
No, it only means you have to find the right tools. Something small enough to loosen the screws.
Oh, what luck. Lily was relieved.
What?
The mask was tightly screwed, but did that also mean that one wasn't allowed to take it?
No, it only means you have to find the right something.
Oh, what luck. Each mask had 2 tiny holes for screws. Not even Lily's fingers could fit in there.
Okay.
Lily wasn't able to loosen the screw with her bare hands. She needed a This was certainly not the ideal tool to loosen the screw, and as long as Lily didn't have a compelling reason, she didn't have to take the risk.
Okay.
At night, Mother Superior placed her kettle over the fire here. But at this time of day, she preferred to drink her calming tea in the cabin.
Boy. Yes, go into her office. Hey there, kitty.
I have to say, I'm very surprised by the way you fulfilled my request to send me a pet for my students' classroom. I had a real animal in mind, one that conveyed important values, like a puma or a boa constrictor. But the guinea pig you sent is useless to me. I've pickled it in alcohol to save it for the dissection class in biology. Send me a proper animal immediately, or you will not have heard the last of me. Regardless, Mother Superior Ignatz.
Yuki. Awesome. I stole something.
Lumpy's bowl
Sharp.
was nicely decorated. Life as Mother Superior's pet was probably wonderful and fulfilling. Lumpy was hungry, or he was tired, or bored. It was always hard to tell with him. The cheerful flower seemed to like Lily. At least it bent forward just a touch when Lily came close.
Woohoo!
That's not creepy or anything.
Either there was a picture Lily could just forget about that idea.
Okay. I'm gonna leave now. Awesome. Let's go kill people.
Ah, very good. That's exactly what I need. Now, if I only knew where to drill. But such knowledge was probably lost long ago. No one is old enough to still remember the age of the Templars. Otherwise, I'm sure I'd have long since had that church conspiracy by the scruff of its neck. Oh well, I'll just start.
Damn! How am I supposed to work with all this noise? Hey! Frank! Frank! Ah, what the hell?
A surveillance room. That was the hard evidence that Garrett was spying for Mother Superior. A surveillance...
Damn! How am I supposed to work with all this noise? Hey! Frank! Frank! Ah, what the hell?
What? Huh? What? I'm sorry, but I can't understand you. You have to speak a little louder. My ears are still ringing from the drilling. Whatever you come up with, I can think of a better conversation topic. Templars. They traveled the world before inopportune times. Actually, they were the ones who made that age inopportune. All day long, they barely did anything else than plan church conspiracies. Sometimes, even during breakfast. between their Nutella and their first cup of joe. Shh! You're destroying the holy illuminescence of the stones, and if they and there's no I know temple where there are if only I knew, but such no one is otherwise. If it's one that because there
Lily was impressed. The cross wobbled back and forth like it was dancing. Lily briefly considered whether she should point it out to Frank, but he was busy drilling through some kind of anchoring.
Please stay off the slabs, okay? You're interfering with my research.
And? Are you making progress? Before you say anything, I thought of something else. I think Garrett has a secret hiding place in the chapel. Yeah, a kind of listening station in the confession booth. This should prove once and for all that he's spying for Mother Superior. The question is whether we can somehow use this knowledge against him.
Lily actually had an idea. She would lock Garrett in his secret room. She could hardly wait to tell her best friend all about it.
Wait, I know. What if we locked Garrett in his secret surveillance room? Just pretend you want to give confession, and when he's in his hiding place, wham! Our trap will snap shut on him. Oh, don't be sad, Lily. I'm sure you'll come up with a good idea next time. But for now, let's get to work. It was my plan, so now you have to set it in motion. Wait a minute. What's that? Do you hear those noises too? I think someone's drilling inside the chapel. It's probably just Frank looking for evidence of a church conspiracy again. Dang! That could ruin our plans. If Garrett can't listen in on you, we won't be able to lock him in his hiding place. You have to think of something to get rid of Frank. Did you happen to find the plans for my time machine? They weren't finished yet anyway. How big is the microwave oven in the school cafeteria? Forget it. That won't work. And all my other ideas are a little complicated. We don't have time for them. I guess the easiest thing to do would be to help him with his search. Once Frank has found what he's looking for, he'll hopefully stop drilling.
Okay. Okay. Let's do this bitch.
What's that for? If you really want to help, then decipher the symbols on the stone slabs. I think I'm drilling in the wrong spot. Don't you know anyone who's good at history?
Yeah, I do. Doesn't mean I want to go talk to him.
What's that?
What? Do we know each other? No fear. I haven't forgotten your earlier question. On the contrary, I'm known for remembering everything all the time. This is thanks to a little trick I learned from an old Chinese mason long ago. All I need is a memory aid, like objects that remind me of the 3 E's. The first E stands for emotion. It tells me whether I was sad, happy, or angry in that situation. The second E stands for engagement. It reminds me of whether I overcame the situation with strength, heroic courage, or sleepiness. The third E stands for eating. To remember, I have to know which fruit I ate that day. Vitamins are good for the... Did I tell you about my memory aid yet? I don't think so. All I need are 3 objects, or more precisely, of the 3 E's. Does that answer your... What? I must have dropped off for a moment. But I was just going to tell you an exciting story from my past. Was it the story of how I tried to navigate to Cape Town and ended up discovering the Eurasian continent? Oh, I know. I wanted to tell you how I helped the Templar Knights build the convent chapel, right? I was particularly happy because I had eaten a banana. Or was I sad because all there was to eat was coconuts again? No, the coconuts were when the Trojan mayor gave me the key to the city for my heroic valor. Or was my heroic valor while building dikes in Atlantis? But I think I had an apple that day. Wasn't I a little more sleepy in Atlantis? And angry while building the chapel? Oh, what poppycock. I'm getting everything mixed up. Fortunately, I created a memory aid just for this anecdote, so that I'd remember the location of the secret crypts below the convent chapel. Uh-oh, someone tidied up the shelf. That's where the objects for my 3 E's should be. Emotion, engagement, and eating. Now I can't... can't make a fool of myself. Now, let's see. I know exactly what you're looking for. An instructive story about my time with the Templar Knights. Unfortunately, my memory aid is still missing a few important pieces. If I only knew what the 3 E's for this story were. But right now, all I can remember are a few vague associations. 4, to be precise. As everyone knows, each different food creates exactly one emotion and promotes one characteristic. For example, I was never sad if I'd packed a few apples, because they always helped me be very strong. I could only do heroic deeds on days when I wasn't sad. On the other hand, if I was angry, I could never show great strength. Coconuts were always good at preventing sleepiness. On this one specific day when I was helping the Templars, I was neither happy about an apple nor angry about a banana. But I also wasn't sad about a banana or happy about a coconut.
Don't know if that's the right one.
Do we?
Okay. I'm just gonna leave that there.
Shibuya power! Riot! Shing! Shing! Miyorushi sparkle! Miyorushi sparkle! She doesn't look any happier than before. By the spring of Gugu Oshima, Riot Girl rules! Shing! Shing! Still no effect. I bet it's the fault of those school bullies.
We hate them.
Exactly. They are just as bad as the authorities.
Or the dark forces.
Or the financial system.
Down with the dark forces.
Let them all perish in an endless inferno.
Just look at her face.
Typical. We're probably too extreme for her, and we are. Just like Riot Girl. Riot Girl rules! Shing! Shing! Don't you dare tell me you've never seen a Riot Girl anime or read a Riot Girl manga.
Right.
Ugh. That's what I thought.
Because the Riot Girl is totally shiny. Down with the dark forces.
And Riot Girl is totally fighting against society more than anything. That's why we're also totally fighting against society.
Because Riot Girl is totally cool.
That's why we have to destroy society. You can help us if you want.
Down with the dark forces!
Here.
What's that supposed to be? A Marashu Niyoki Shibuya accessory?
A sweet little Pokemon?
Or a weapon to combat the dark forces?
Shing! Shing!
What else should we do with it? What have you got now? I hope it's a weapon for the battle against... But that's a real detonator! And it's live!
You have to defuse it, Suka! Hurry!
But with what?
With the power of love!
What? Are you... Wait! I know! Phew, that was close.
We'll snitch to Mother Superior.
Exactly. This time you really went too far, Lily. What on earth are you thinking? You're even crazier than I thought.
Totally un-Gumbo.
Don't just stand there. Get that bomb away from us. Take it somewhere where it can't do any damage. A bomb-proof place, a fireproof drum, or something like that?
I got...
Stay away from us.
Much too hardcore.
That won't work at all. Take it somewhere where it... above a fire down with a dark...
Okay, I got the hairpin. The only place I can think of that's bomb-proof is the stove.
What?
It was the perfect place to get rid of the detonator.
What's that? What do you have there?
Lily could finally use the hairpin.
Does it have to blink like that?
Lily closed the door again to keep Memphis's hiding place safe.
Lily?
Something seemed to be wrong with Lily's ears today. She kept hearing all these sounds.
Ooh. Ooh. No. No. Knew this was gonna happen. No.